This week's episode, we look at movie names and the translation they have in different countries.
Oh, crap.
Oh, that's great.
Stay tuned.
Oh, crap.
Foul ball.
Welcome to the iKnowBadeaux podcast.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the podcast. I am Mayor Dave Badeaux of the city of Brainerd. And with me, as always, is my brother.
I didn't ask to be born.
God, Jesus. I don't know how well that's playing. I think the podcast listeners like it. I have a feeling that our YouTube listeners immediately click off the second.
That's
that
why
we do
the
that.
6 of them left.
That's
last
why,
week.
yep, all 6 people have abandoned us 10 seconds in. Hey, Gabe Johnson, how are you?
Had a very blessed Easter.
Did
Yourself,
you?
Dave?
I did as well. Easter was good. Thanks. And with us once again, oh my gosh, the brightest shirt known to man. Taking over for myself. I'm typically the bright shirt man.
Hey, I want to be like you, Dave.
That's right. Mr. Hanky Q Hazelton.
I don't know if you've ever gotten my name quite right on the podcast because it goes from a hazy hanky in there. But hey, I'll take it either way.
I just about called you Hazy again. You were absolutely correct about
Well, thanks
that.
for having me on.
Absolutely. We're just going to get started. Everyone knows what time it is.
Game time. Ooh.
All right, Hanky is on board. Here we go. So we got a game plan for this week. This is a little game that I'm calling Lost in Translation.
Game on. Game on.
And this game is basically a continuation of last episode where we did the name of the year competition. Voting for the first round has closed, so we'll be talking about that later as well. Stay tuned. However, at the end of the episode, we went through and we pulled up a bunch of movies, and then we looked at the translation of the name that they have in various different countries. So we got a whole game that is just set up with various humorous names of movies that were translated in other countries. As always, the winner of the game will be asked by myself to say something to their fans. You, of course, have to say hello and congratulations. If you say anything other than hello and congratulations, I am the winner. So once again, Hanky, if you win, you must say hello and congratulations.
All right, I think I can remember that.
Okay.
Didn't last time, but
No, you didn't. I'm not going to try and read the actual names. I'm just going to read the translations. And as always on the podcast, these could be completely wrong.
As is, of course, the tradition.
If you're out there and you speak any of these languages and we're completely wrong, thank you. Let us know in the comments. All right, are we ready?
right.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. So the first question, number 1. Ben Sanderson, a Hollywood screenwriter who lost everything because of his alcoholism, arrives in Las Vegas to drink himself to death. There he meets and forms an uneasy friendship and non-interference pact with a prostitute, Sierra. That, of course, is from 1995. The movie is Leaving Las Vegas. However, it is better known in Japan as A, Will You Watch Me Die? B, Everything Was Lost? C, Is This Tuesday? Or D, I'm Drunk and You're a Prostitute? And we're going to start right off. Hanky, you want to go first or you want to go last?
Sure, why not?
All right, Hanky, is it
I'll
A,
start
B,
out
C, or
the
D?
gate and just we'll go with an A.
You're going with A.
Yep.
A, of course, is Will You Watch Me Die? Over to Scott.
My favorite is C. Is it Tuesday?
Is this Tuesday?
Is this Tuesday? D is good as well, but I think it's A.
All right, we got Scott on A, we got Hanky on A, and over to Gabe.
I liked A. I'm going to go D.
The correct answer is D. I'm drunk and you're a prostitute.
Kind of spelled right there in the,
The summary
title.
of the movie. It's kind of what it
It's the
is.
summary of the movie. You're going to find out that in the Asian countries, they like to just get right down to the brass tacks. We're not gonna beat around the bush. We're going to tell you exactly what we're watching here. All right, so Gabe has 1 point there. Scott and Hanky yet to get on the board. All right, question number 2. Good girl Sandy Olsen and greaser Danny Zuko fall in love over the summer when they unexpectedly discover they're now in the same high school. Will they be able to rekindle their romance? Once, of course, that movie is from 1978. The American name is Grease. However, what is the title translated to in Argentina? We'll go Scott first here. Is it A, motor oil? Is it B, Vaseline? Is it C, lubrication? Or is it D, bitch, I told you, leave my ass alone?
Oh, man. Let's go with lubrication.
Lubrication. Over to Gabe.
That is a very fine answer. However, I say motor oil.
Motor oil. And over to Hanky.
Just to be different, I'm going to go with Vaseline.
The correct answer is B, Vaseline. Which is quite a bit different than grease. I don't know. Are they Vaselining the hair? I don't think they are they? Yeah, that's not quite what the greaser is all about.
Petroleum.
Yes, sir. All right, so it's 1-1. Gabe and Scott, or Gabe and Hanky. Scott has yet to score. Question number 3. A local scientist is often regarded as a failure until he invents a machine that can make food fall from the sky. But little does he know that things are about to take a turn for the worst. From 2009, the movie is Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Now, this one's a little different. We're going to guess the country. The name in this country translate to It's Raining Falafel. And Gabe, you'll go first here. The options for It's Raining Falafel. Is it Israel? Is it Egypt? Is it Germany? Or is it Lebanon?
It's Egypt.
It's Egypt. Over to Hanky.
I'm going to go with Egypt, too.
He's going with Egypt as well. Over to Scott.
I guess I'll go with Lebanon.
The correct answer is A, Israel.
Of course.
Now, the reason why they called it It's Raining Falafel, you guys know what a falafel is, correct? So it's chickpeas or another bean, I'm forgetting, fava beans, I believe, ground up and then mashed
Chickpeas or garbanzo beans.
Oh, well, same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing.
I love that joke. What's the difference between a chickpea and a garbanzo bean?
The name?
I'd never paid to have a garbanzo bean on my face.
Oh, God. Anyways. So it is Israel. They decided that they didn't want to change the poster for the movie, which is a bunch of meatballs falling from the sky. There is still spaghetti as well. However, meatballs are not a traditional cuisine.
They're not kosher.
In Israel. So they're just like, falafels. It's raining falafels. All right, 0 points on that one. Surprised you guys didn't know that one. Question number 4, Hanky, you're going to go first on this one. Dr. Evil is back and has invented a new time machine that allows him to go back to the 1960s and steal Austin Powers' mojo, inadvertently leaving him shagless, in quotations. From 1999, the movie is Austin Powers, the Spy That Shagged Me. However, in Malaysia, they would have translated this title to A, Austin Powers, You and Me Should Go Bone Real Quick. B, Austin Powers, the second Austin Powers film. C, Austin Powers Can't Do the Sex. Or D, Austin Powers, the Spy Who Behaved Very Nicely Around Me.
I didn't even watch this movie, so I'm just guessing, but I'm going to go with a B. B.
He's going with B, please. Austin Powers, the second Austin Powers film.
D.
D, says Scott. And over to Gabe.
I did watch it, but not in Malaysia. I'm going to say C.
He says C, Can't Do the Sex. Which is right up the alley for Asian countries. Although
That's what you told us to do. Yeah.
That sounds very, very accurate. However, in this case, the answer is D, Austin Powers, the spy who behaved very nicely around me.
Yeah. The spy who shagged me or who behaved nicely around me.
It was just a polite
I would
joke.
say if you are shaking me, you're behaving very nicely.
Yes, yeah, you are treating me
me.
very well. Yeah, thank you for treating me so well. All right, it is all tied up 1 point all around to everyone here. We've got
After all that.
After all of that,
Ones across the board.
1 point across the board. Question number 5. A miserable con man and his partner pose as Santa and his little helper to rob department stores on Christmas Eve. But they run into problems when the con man befriends a trouble kid. From 2003, the movie is Bad Santa. However, in the Czech Republic, the title has been translated to, and this is over to Scott, Sometimes You Have to Steal. Is it B, We Can't All Get Presents? Is it C, Santa is a Pervert? Or is it D, Christmas is a Lie?
Let's go with B.
Let's go with B. We can't all get presents.
I did not see this one. That's like Billy Bob Thornton, right?
Billy Bob Thornton, yes.
Yeah, did not see it. We're gonna go with C.
C. Santa is a pervert.
Man.
A.
And Hanky says A. Sometimes you have to steal. The correct answer, of course, is Santa is a pervert.
Of course.
Should have known.
Just, hey, what's this one? Santa's a pervert.
That could be the name of any of them. Which one are we talking about?
All right, so question number 6. Joel has all the normal teenage fantasies: cars, girls, money. Then his parents left for the week, and all his fantasies came true. From 1983, the movie is Risky Business, Tom Cruise movie. He essentially starts a prostitute ring.
No.
One of the titles will be Tom Cruise starts a prostitute.
It is from China. Gabe, we are over to you. Is the translation of the title Risky Business in China A, just send him to university unqualified; B, he will never amount to anything; C, his family is ashamed and will disown him; or D, yes?
C.
He says C, his family is ashamed and will disown him. Over to Hanky.
B.
He says B, and over to Scott.
I also like C.
He also likes C. The correct answer is just send him to university unqualified.
Why? Does he go to university unqualified in this movie?
Seems perfectly qualified.
Apparently.
I believe it's the summer before college, and so this child is just get him out of your house and get rid of him.
Just send or just sent?
Just send is what I wrote. That doesn't mean that's actually what
That
it
changes
is.
everything. I thought you said just sent.
No, just send.
I would have guessed the right one if I would have gotten the
Too late now.
normal
Yeah,
answer.
I blame
too late.
Dave, but you don't get a point.
Definitely too late. Scott and Hanky, this is true or false. Okay, Hanky, since you're the guest, I will give you the opportunity to decide whether you want to go first or if you want Scott to screw up. Synopsis for the movie is as follows. When a beautiful stranger leads a computer hacker, Neo, to the forbidding underworld, he discovers the shocking truth: the life he knows is an elaborate deception of an evil cyber intelligence. The movie is from 1999, and it is, of course, The Matrix. True or false? In France, the title roughly translates to The Young People Who Traverse Dimensions While Wearing Sunglasses.
I like it a lot.
Have you seen the Matrix movies?
I have.
When
I was feel like 13.
Yeah, but I know you. I know you were going for those sunglasses. I know you were going for that leather trench coat. I know you were.
Yeah. Not so much the leather trench coat. I might have been able to pass the sunglass vibe.
For sure. I've seen some of your photos from your high school days on your Facebook.
I look a little different from the high school days.
A little different, but you were rocking some wraparound shades for sure.
You know, you got to do what you got to do when you go to a small private Christian school. They don't let you get away with much. So I was like, hey, I'm going to be the one to break the mold here. Anyhow, I am going to go out on a limb and give this fine gentleman an opportunity by going first for myself and say true.
He says true. He says it is the translation.
Young people.
The young people who traverse dimensions while wearing sunglasses.
So aren't you stuck with false anyway?
False.
Scott says false. The correct answer is true.
Hey!
The young people
never
who
happens.
traverse dimensions while wearing sunglasses. Scott, you're out.
It's kind of in the
never happens.
title.
It's the end. It's the end. Right there. Done. See you later.
Next time.
This is the championship round. We've got
Oh, I'm sweating, you know.
we've got Hanky. We've got Gabe. We've got one question. It is multiple choice. There are 4 answers. There is the chance that neither one of you gets it correctly.
You're very little, though.
Very little. Well, we'll find out. Gabe, you're going to go first. If you get it wrong, though, I'm going to let Hanky go first the second time around. Okay? Is that fair?
It's probably for the best.
It's probably for the best.
Sounds like a plan.
He is the guest. All right. The final question for all the marbles. A newspaper reporter enrolls in high school as a part of a research story. This is a film from 1999. The name of the title is Never Been Kissed. This is a film where Drew Barrymore, as a adult, let's say, maybe 23, who knows? I haven't seen the movie, I don't believe. Maybe I saw it back in the day. But definitely of age to have a job as a reporter, goes back to high school, which is people that are under the age of 18 typically.
Wouldn't fly nowadays.
Wouldn't fly. I'm going to go out on a limb and say wouldn't fly, especially because the title has Never Been Kissed. She's never been kissed. Now she's going back. Hopefully she gets kissed is the implication there. So 1999, Never Been Kissed. Over to Gabe first. In the Philippines, is the translation of this title A, An American Virgin Girl, B, No One Will Kiss Her, C, Someone Stop Her From Talking, or C, Because She's Ugly? Gabe first.
I'm going to go with B.
He's going with B. No One Will Kiss Her. Over to Hanky.
Well, what were the first two?
So you have an opportunity here. He has selected No One Will Kiss Her. You have
Sounds like you're wrong.
you have an opportunity to select American Virgin Girl, Someone Stop Her From Talking, or Because She's Ugly.
An American Virgin Girl. Final answer.
American Virgin Girl is also incorrect. The name of this movie roughly translates to either Someone Stop Her From Talking,
Which is the answer.
or Because She's Ugly. Hanky, you get to go first on this.
Someone to stop her from talking.
The correct answer is D. Because she's ugly.
I knew it. I knew it the whole time.
What a complete and utter disaster.
I was trying to give Drew Barrymore a chance here.
Because
Yeah, I can't say because she's ugly.
because
She might see this.
because she's ugly. What a hell of a title.
Well,
Doesn't that just make you want to go see the movie?
I haven't yet. Maybe I'll start.
Personally, I liked better Someone Stop Her From Talking. That's just me. Gabe, you are the winner. Go ahead and say something to your fans.
Hello and congratulations.
Oh my gosh. Hello and congratulations has been had. Gabe, you are the winner.
I think I'm undefeated.
I don't know if that's the case. No.
Close.
We've had a couple of winners.
Today,
because-
though.
Oh, today. Definitely undefeated today. Definitely undefeated. Well, technically, I would say that you're both defeated in that. All right, so that is the game for this week. But now, ladies and gentlemen, as promised, it is time to look up our winners for Name of the Year. Hanky, are you aware of the Name of the Year at all?
I am not. Not unless there's a press release sent out.
We'll give you a press release. That's what we should be doing.
For the Final
We could-
Four, yeah.
Press release for the Final Four here.
These are real people's names.
So again, as always, the way that Name of the Year works is that we have selected 16 names from the news from the last year, and they are in a bracket style to see who will take home the prize and be named the 2023 Name of the Year. Of course, our contenders this year and the matchups that we will be facing: Dick Bigger Jr. versus Dick on Love, Ron Tavius, Dude Person, versus Rowdy Beers, Dong Dong versus Your Majesty Sanders, Ed Cox versus Ed Balls,
Clever.
General Booty versus George Georgopoulos, Arlington Hambright versus Parker Titsworth, Steve Ho You Fat versus Ivan, and Boogie Anderson versus Jane Huang. And of course, the answers are as follows. Do you want to just start right at the top?
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
Probably.
So, matchup number one, Dick Bigger Jr. versus Dick on Love. Who would you have selected here, Hanky?
Who would I have
Yeah,
selected?
Dick Bigger Jr. or Dick on Love?
Stop what you're doing and listen.
I can't believe I'm doing this. Probably go with Dick Bigger Jr.
Which is the correct answer.
And you are the winner.
He wins.
Dick Bigger Jr.
70
is
to
definitely the
30.
answer.
Clearly says 69.
It does. Well, 69.8.
Fair. 69-31.
69%, Dick Bigger Jr. Moving on. All right. Yeah, come on. There are certain numbers to round up. There are certain numbers not to round up. Next on our list is Ron Tavius,
Dude Person.
Dude Person versus Rowdy Beers. The winner is Rontavious Person.
It's dude person.
It isn't Dude Person because it's not really his name. So we can't say that it's his name.
Yeah, I voted for Rowdy Beers because I
gonna
thought
say,
it
yeah,
was
went with
Dude Person until we
Yes.
figured out that
It's
he
not
actually had a
Dude
name.
Person.
Yeah, no, it's Rontavious. That's not Dude Person.
Yeah, but come on, Rontavious. That's a great name. Rontavious Person.
Eh,
It just sounds. It sounds like you tried way too hard to make him sound regal, and I love those names. Rontavious Person. He's gonna have a tough matchup next round anyway, so it's not gonna matter. All right, of course, the double dong himself, Dong Dong,
Dong dong.
versus Your Majesty Sanders. The double dong moving on.
What was the other Your Majesty we had years ago? Lumpkins?
Yeah,
Your Majesty Lumpkins?
Your Majesty Lumpkins. It was a
You gotta
a
get on
valid
that
effort.
level, Your Majesty.
This is one that I thought would have been closer, but people have spoken. Ed Balls versus Ed Cox. The people have spoken. They like the balls. Ed Balls moving on.
That's just way more fun.
It's way more fun. Plus, just the whole story behind him that he tweeted. His first tweet ever was just him typing Ed Balls as though it was Google search engine.
So that's what I was trying to rewind here and be like, where are these names coming from?
But once we get
Any reason they were in the news
Yes.
for any reason.
Okay, so like actual names out there from
Yes.
someone.
yes,
Yeah.
these are real names. Oh,
this year, most of them are college athletes, but
Oh, so
The-
like burner accounts and things.
I would no. I would
No,
say
it's-
that
there's
these
a
are
name
real-
on their jersey.
These are real
Oh,
names.
okay.
These are real names. And this one here is a strong #1 seed. General Booty was matched up with Georgopoulos, and in the upset of the century, Georgopoulos is moving on to the Elite Eight. 51.1% of the vote.
That says 57.
That says 57.1. That's what that says.
and that's a 4 seed beating.
That is a 4 seed beating the #1 in his region, General Booty.
Is booted.
Let's keep moving and let's just wrap this baby up. Parker Titsworth, his jersey number 69. Get on that website, titsworth69.com. You can buy yourselves some merchandise. I went on there.
Me too. I bought a T-shirt.
Did you really buy a T-shirt? Yeah. I was gonna buy everybody T-shirts.
How much is the merch going for?
Like $26 for a T-shirt.
Yeah, the T-shirt wasn't too bad. I was disappointed with the selection. I don't care
It says
about.
Titsworth 69.
Yeah, but like right away there was a picture and I was like, that's the one right there. And it's no longer available, or maybe never was available. Don't show me the picture in the actual website if I can't purchase it, because right away I was like, that's the one. I'm going to buy the whole podcast.
Well, he
just
got
for
you to the
69.
website, so
Come on, Parker, get your shit together.
Get your shit together. I want to give you money. Damn it. All right.
Personally, I like Arlington Hambright better.
Arlington Hambright is a great name. He was going up against Parker Titsworth. However, the Titsworth has won, and I would argue by a Titsworth. 63.5% of the vote going to Parker Titsworth. I mean, Arlington Hambright, fantastic name.
It's a phenomenal name.
2 names left here. We have, and I would argue, it
This was a brutal matchup.
was a brutal matchup. Steve Ho You Fat versus Ivan. And did
I
Ivan...
feel like I'm going with you fat all day long.
Yes.
I mean, it's kind of boring.
You and every other individual out there, 60% of the vote going to Steve Ho You Fat. And then I'm not going to say an upset. However, Jane Huang, see you later. Boogie Anderson moving on.
I can't believe that one. Who voted against Huang?
I can.
You did. He did.
Yeah, 63 times I voted. Or what is it? 65%. I was all 65%. You're going to say Jane Huang?
Yes, I'm
There
going
are-
to say Jane Huang.
There are better dick options in this tournament
Yeah.
than Huang.
Yeah, but Boogie Anderson? How many?
I like it. Who names
Boogie
it?
I know
Anderson's
too many
a pretty dope
boogies.
name just to have.
Who this is name of the year, damn
Yeah,
it.
yeah, and
You
her
named-
name is Huang.
It's just her last name. Her
Put a
last name is Huang.
little twang on the Huang and tell me that it's not more fun.
His parents were like Anderson. That's pretty run of the mill. Boogie.
Yeah, and these ones,
I like it. Yeah,
I'm
that's a
with
dope
you.
name.
the other
I'm
ones
with
went
you.
the other way around. Said Huang. They need something simple and boring.
Well,
Jane.
I voted Wang because I assumed you were going to come this week and be like, it turns out Boogie's not his name. His name's Kyle. Kyle Anderson.
It could,
Like,
it
whatever.
could,
That's just
Monster all day.
boring.
it could be, however, from what I looked up, it appears that Boogie Anderson is his actual name. All right, so that gives us our answers. Dick Bicker Jr., Rontavious Person, Dong Dong, Ed Balls, George Georgopoulos, who I think is now the front runner, Parker Titsworth, Steve Ho You Fat, and Boogie Anderson.
Oh, you fat's going to run away with this.
I think so. Now I think Dick
I got
Bicker
faith.
Jr.
I got
still-
faith in Dong Dong.
Hey, there's still plenty of options here. What's your favorite name left over here, Hank?
I mean, so the one that we were talking about, Boogie Anderson's not anymore?
Boogie Anderson is.
Definitely Boogie Anderson.
It could definitely be used for anything. Yeah, Boogie Anderson, fantastic name. You guys are wrong. Absolutely. All right. So if you're interested in continuing on in the voting, those will be up the second that this podcast goes up. So, and the voting will go from Thursday till Tuesday at 2 when we record. So you'll have from Thursday all the way till Tuesday. Sorry if you're listening to this episode post that. Jump online and get yourself on the voting for the next rounds. You can find that through all of our social medias. We've also said you don't have to vote directly in the actual polls. Is it?
Mike Anderson.
What? Is he disqualified? Are we just...
Michael Boogie Anderson, a
I
childhood
swear to God, I
nickname
looked it up.
given to him by mother for his dancing feet and sweet moves.
Just pretend like I didn't hear you.
He's gone. He's gone. We got to disqualify. We've got to disqualify. Right? I looked it up. I swear I looked it up. And
Hey, the people have spoken. They like Mike Anderson.
Oh, Mike Anderson.
God, we should have put a Dan Smith on there.
For the love of God, unbelievable. I'm sorry. We're moving on with Jane Huang. I'm sorry. We have to. He's now disqualified.
Well,
I looked it up though, and under
He's
his
still Boogie.
under his call it like it was like a prep sports is what I was looking under, and they had him listed as Boogie Anderson as his actual flipping name. So, well, there's that.
Yeah, his name's Mike.
Okay, well, Mike has been disqualified.
Come on, Mike.
If you're listening to this, the Jane Huang will now be facing off against or in the Elite Eight. Okay,
I
so
knew it.
probably much like other things, which to go ahead and just admit some things. So we have that video that went viral talking about the movie Major League. Are you a fan of the movie
Yeah.
Major League?
Yeah, I saw, your podcast. And I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, well,
they're moving up.
well,
Million views.
Yeah, so we've had a couple of viral videos. We've had 2 million view videos.
What was the other one?
The other one was the car crash. That
What was the other
That we had to
one?
delete because we stole
we
it.
had to delete it because it was stolen. Totally.
Oh, yeah. I was like, holy shnikes. I
Yeah,
was like,
yeah.
that's awesome, but horrible.
No, they survived. They
Well, I
hardly,
know,
hardly had a
but-
scratch. I did look that up. I was like, let's make sure nobody died before I post this. Anyways, turns out in the video that talks about the movie Major League, everything is correct as far as we can tell, except for him carrying the bat. It is in the script. I looked it up. I had been sent a copy of like the page of the script that it happens, where he hits the home run, and it says he hits the home run and then he rounds the bases. I had been sent that, and I was like, holy crap. All right, cool. It's not in the script. I actually looked at the script, and I was like, I just want to make sure. And there's like 2 lines after that, after he starts running the bases. And it's like, all right, cool. The line starts with, I believe it was, what's her name?
Jane Huang.
Jane Huang's box. So it's whatever the owner's is, box. And so I just read Jane Huang's box, and it was like, all right, good enough. It turns out 2 lines down, yeah, he carries the bat with him. So we'll admit when we're wrong. I tried to do my due diligence on that, but much
Anyway,
like
go
Boogie
back
Anderson,
and check out the video.
much like Boogie Anderson, incorrect. So, all right, that'll do it for this podcast. You can find the ability to vote on any of those participants on our social medias, Facebook, Twitter. You can go on Instagram. You can email us directly at iKnowBadeaux@gmail.com. You can send us a text if you want to. You can come find me in the street and shake my hand and
Or just yell really loud.
if you it's got to be loud and it's got to get my attention.
Dong Dong.
We should get people to come to the public forum at the city council meeting to register their name of the year votes with the mayor.
If you are listening, if you are watching, you don't even have to come to the city council meeting.
You can call in.
You can call in. You have to sit through the whole meeting. This is the only problem.
On the phone, if you call in?
Yeah. Well, you could call in towards the end. But we also stream it live on Facebook. If you thought that I wasn't the mayor, I am actually the mayor of the city of Brainerd. Next Monday, we have a council meeting. If somebody calls and registers a name of the year candidate, I have a skateboard that we had, the skateboards we have made. I have extra ones. I will send you a skateboard if you call in.
This is for the mayor. Dong, dong.
Oh, you fat.
I would like to vote. I would like to vote for Ed Balls. If you do that, I will send you to the first person that does it. I will send a skateboard to them.
And to the 6th.
And I probably have enough of them to do it. I actually still have a handful of them. But yeah, we have.
Are they full skateboards or just the decks?
So the deck, it is just the deck, but I'll mail it to you too. So it is a custom deck that we had made with the Brainerd Skate Company here in town. If someone calls in during public forum, now granted, you got to wait till the very end of the meeting and call in.
Which is like 45 minutes.
It's like, well, it could be 45 minutes. Traditionally now it is. It could be 2 hours some nights.
But you can live stream it on Facebook, so you could just put it off on the side and wait for your chance, and then
wait.
quick call in and just yell, "Ed Balls."
I would call in a little early, but when they say is someone online,
Star 6.
They are gonna make you say your name and your address. So be prepared for that. But I swear to you, I will send you a skateboard for that. However, you will also have to contact me separately to make that happen. So
I don't think they can make me state my name and my address.
in order to speak, we will make you state your name. And, yep, it's for the public record.
Yeah, but you're already on there, so you can get out the name and then just be like, "Oh,
Once
screw
they just
you,
say
bye."
they're gonna say, "Can we get your name and your address?" And you're just gonna yell, "Ed Balls."
Okay, don't do that.
No, yes.
Don't do that.
123 Hickory Avenue.
123 Fake Street.
Give him one of the commissioner's addresses.
That's where you're mailing the skateboard.
This is gonna. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. That you have to say your address because I'm going to mail it to whatever address you give. But I'm also going to put the caveat on there as well. You must then send me an email as well, and I'm not going to tell you how to do that. But my city email address is available. You'll have to send me an email to my city email address, and that's how we'll converse and get you the skateboard. But yeah, first person that does it, I will go ahead and do it. This is a bad idea. This is a really bad idea.
Oh yeah.
This is the best idea we've ever had.
This is a really bad idea.
I'll be sure to be there for Lakeland News.
Balls.
And in other news, and Hanky, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's always fun.
I really appreciate you coming on. You are now. Did you win the first game that you were on?
I don't think I did.
You
I don't
won,
think
Dave.
you did. That's right, I did and you want to know why I won?
Why?
Because you didn't hello and congratulations.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I wasn't listening.
Thanks, Hanky. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. We'll be back next week. I'm not sure what we're doing yet. I think we're back to the news. So Scott, prepare for the news next week. And then again, get on and vote for who you want to win the name of the year. We'll keep that baby going as well. And then the end of the month, we will be right back to the Be Kind Rewind. And this will be 1991 edition.
And we'll see you at the end of the month.
And with that, we're done.
There's the new drop. Yeah, welcome, Scott. I didn't ask to be born.
That would be a good one.